Alright, I think it's important to start this off by addressing the elephant in the room here. So you see the title, so obviously we're going to be talking about MURRSUiters here. I know it's such a big deal and everybody totally cares about this topic and it hasn't been overdone. So we're going to have an honest conversation about it. No, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to show you how I put on my fursuits. I figured people would be interested in seeing how the process works, because most of the time you're just seeing people in their fursuits doing fun things and you don't really know how the magic is made. So I have two fursuits. One is my digitigrade suit that has additional padding in the legs and hooks for LEDs, which I'll show kinda in a bit here. But then I also have a plantigrade suit over here, which has extra zippers on it. That's the title. I will say I did put up a poll on YouTube to see what I should name this video, and this is your fault. So I guess we should start off by going over like what parts do I have for my fursuit. Well, the obvious things here, we've got paws. We have actually two sets of paws. See, these are our two sets of paws. You can see one set has padded fingers, which is nice. They look really cute, but of course it's harder to use your hands when you have padded fingers. So I DJ, I make videos where I need to use my hands a lot. I do other things with my hands, and these ones are better for that. These just look great for photos and stuff, but they're basically the same other than that. We also have our feet paws. I only have one pair of feet paws for now. These are just, you know, nice little stompers. They have plastic bottoms like this, or whatever this material is, I don't know, so that you can use them outdoors. The left one has a little L on the inside. You see that? It has an L on the inside, so you know which one's left and right. We've also got the tail. This is the tail for the plantigrade suit, which this one's detachable so that you can also use it for partialing. You just have, there's like a belt loop here. You can see my fingers go through it here. So you can put a belt in here and you can wear it with anything. So you don't have to wear it in the fursuit. Oh, also this that I'm wearing, it's like that stuff that wicks your sweat or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. I also have a head cap for it, but I only wear that if I'm suiting for a long time and I'm gonna be sweating. So then we have the two actual suits. The major difference with the main one here, the digitigrade suit, is that it has an attached tail. So this one has its own tail that's sewn directly onto the bottom. There's actually a reason for that. It's because there's an entire LED system for this suit, and there's LEDs that go through the stripes on the tail. So it has to connect to the batteries, which I will also show you how those are housed in a second here, but let's get a closer look at what this looks like. I'll just do from the top to the bottom tail here, leggies. You can see the legs have a lot of extra like fur or fabric, you know, there. So that's how you get the padding in there. Now let me grab the little LED thing. I don't have them attached to the suit right now, except for the tail one, but oh boy. Yeah, so this massive LED, so these are the LEDs for the suit. Now I know it looks like a mess, and this is the control panel, the control box, by the way. It has the fursuit maker logo on it. For the win, by the way, in case you're curious. So this is the control box, has buttons on it, and then these are the power cables as well as the cables to connect to the strips themselves, blah blah blah. And these are all the strips. So yeah, it looks like a mess, but if you break it down, each of these goes to different parts of the body. I can actually grab a battery pack. These are what I use. So actually, if I take this control box here, there's like this cable connector here that's labeled red. So what I can do is the control box has this red connector on it, and they just snap in like that. And if I want to power the red system, we have two USBs here that are labeled red, and then we can just plug those into here. Might need another battery. All right, I have tons of these all over the place. Oh yeah, by the way, if you didn't notice, there's a paw on it, which is very fitting. So now we have the red USBs connected in, and then there's one white USB, which powers the control box. So for example, if I plug this in now, you'll see the tail is now lit up. So yeah, so you'll see the tail's lit up now because we plug that in, which you can change the brightness to. And then there's the last button here which changes the color. Yeah, because red, you know? This doesn't look like green on the camera, but it's green. It's yellow. Yeah, a bunch of different colors. Pretty cool. And all the stripes on the suit, on this suit, can get those LEDs attached to it. See, there's these little plastic white things which you kind of just snap the LED strips onto. Anyway, enough about that. Let's actually put these suits on. The first thing I do for the digitigrade suit is I put the body on. Legs first. So I normally just sit down like this and just stick my leggies right in there. If I make, I'm probably gonna make so many weird faces while doing this. Yeah, so you just do that. You just bring them right through. You see there's a lot of slack here as well. And then I can just pull it up to my hips. So yeah, now once we have this on our waist here, I can get the paddings out. So I haven't showed these yet, but these are the paddings. There's one for the thighs and one for the calves. You can see there's a pocket here in this padding, and that's where you actually put the battery packs while you're in the suit. You just slide them into there, and then they'll stay in your leg, and the cables will run up to the connectors where they should be. By the way, I know I went from showing everything that I have to putting on a fursuit real quick, and I forgot to show the rest of the parts, but we'll get there. So I'm gonna sit down real quick and try to figure out which leg goes to which of these. Okay, so you can see these pads, they have a side that's thinner and a side that's thicker on the bottom. And the way that these go in the suit is with the thin side at the top and the thick side at the bottom. You can remember that because the pockets on the side come from the top, so you know that it goes in this leg here. So then we also have this calf padding here. I like to put this one in first because when you have the thigh ones in, it's really hard to bend over. So putting these into your calves alone, you want to do them first. So the way you tell which direction this goes in is if you look at it from the side, you'll see this side's flatter than this side. So that's the side that goes towards your leg. And then you'll see this side is you'll see that the top is thicker than the bottom. So this side goes towards your ankle and this side goes towards your knee. So basically I just shove them in behind my leg here from the bottom. Just like that. Honestly, you don't have to be afraid with being like, not too rough, but like firm with your fur. It's pretty durable, so more durable than you'd really think. Anyway, then I do the other leg. Same deal, great. So then, normally these aren't really in the perfect position because you've squished the top of them into it, so it can be a little squished down. So what I like to do is stand up and stick my hand through the back along the bottom of my, along the back side of my leg and just kind of straighten it out. How do I kind of just straighten it out and make sure that the padding goes all the way up to the back of my knee. And you can tell where it's supposed to go up to because the fabric has this like, the fur kind of has this extra space that ends right here. So that's what you push it up to. All right, and I just did that for the other side as well. So then we can move on to the thighs. I don't really do this standing up. Sorry, I'm showing my stomach. Our thigh padding, again, pocket side up. So this one goes on this leg as well, because you can see the straighter side goes towards the inside, thicker side goes towards the outside. So then I just take this and shove it in. It's just that simple. And then I go from the leg side to kind of just make sure that it's really filling up the right spots for the fur. The final adjustments will come when I pull it up there at the end. But really quick, we'll just do the other one here. Great, so right now we have our thickened thighs. Now that we've got those thighs in, we kind of really have to finalize their position. So what I do, you'll notice that it's a little tight on my arm here, you know, it's not going up to the shoulder. So I put both arms in and kind of do this shimmy to let everything slide up into place. You can do some final adjustments in your padding here. I'm not gonna spend too much time doing it because we've got a lot to do. It'll do. So now you'll notice from the profile we have like more animal shaped leggies. And of course now you notice I'm missing my feet paws. I normally like to do that before the thighs, but I totally forgot. It doesn't really matter though. So of course we find that L there. And it's very interesting how they designed these paws. You'll see like right around the center here, it gets like tight. There's like a elastic strap there that holds onto your ankle so that when you are walking around, your feet aren't just slipping out. So this just slips right on your foot. So I can pull that elastic open and then slide it up over my ankles, and then I put the fur from the leg over the foot paw, and yeah, that's the deal. And do the same thing with the other one. All right, so then you're most of the way there. The next step is actually the hand paws. To do the hand paws, the trick that I found for doing hand paws while you're alone is that you actually take your arms out of the suit and then you grab your paws. And for me, the right hand's the blue hand and the left hand is the purple hand. And oh yeah, it's worth noting, there's 4 fingers on these paws, right? So where does my extra finger go? So the way it works out is thumbs in here, pointer fingers in here, middle and ring finger in here, and pinkies in here. So I put the paws on, and then I stick the paws through the arm. Shit, I didn't do that on camera. It was like magic. You didn't even see it happening. So let me sit down. You take the arm, you stick your paw into it. It's caught on one of the LED things. Huh, do you see it? Magic. Oh, it's behind the chip. It's okay, it's magic. Looks really nice. And then at this point, you can do the zipper. Mine's a front zipper. I know there's other fursuits that have a back zipper and like a little thing you pull up. But mine's a front zipper. I actually can't do this sitting down, so normally this is where the trade-off comes for putting your paws on this way, because then it's really hard to grab the zipper. But I've done it enough where I can actually do it pretty easily. There you go. That just zips up like that, and you're good. And now, of course, comes the last piece, which is the head. Right here. This is my head. Hello. Alexa, turn on the lights. That's better. So, my head actually has some LEDs in it as well. They're broken. I'll get them fixed at some point. But there's LEDs in there. There's the logo, but there's actually also, okay, yeah, do you see? I'll try to remember to draw like a circle around it, but do you see that white thing with a hole on it? You can plug a power cable into that, and that's actually a Bluetooth receiver, so that I can connect to my head via my phone. And then from there, I can control the eyes and whisker LEDs. I'll actually show that after I take off this suit. So yeah, to put on the head, I just normally grab from the back here. This is gonna go real quick. I just stick my head in and slide it over. It's not rocket science. Oh. Yep, there you go. And I give this a nice little brush and all that. Make sure that the collar on the back is laying flat and all that. And yeah, that's how I put on this suit. So we'll put on the second one right here in a second. But first, I'm going to show the LED deal with the head. So yeah. And then you just pull the pad out and be like, oh, thank God. Because it's hot. So we're gonna toss this to the side. Alrighty, so this is actually the cable I was talking about for the fursuit head. Attach it to the battery pack as per usual. Turn that on. By the way, I know that I don't have to turn the flashlight on and turn it on, but these have a little quirk where if you're not drawing enough power, they won't activate. And since this LED thing doesn't take that much power, turning on the flashlight makes it draw more power. So I'm gonna plug that into the back of the head here at that hole that I showed you before, and then, yep, bam, that's what that looks like. See what I'm saying? Wasn't drawing enough power, so there you go. Of course, the whiskers are lighting up too. Cool. And now, the easy one. This is the easy one. I ordered it for several reasons, but mostly because it's easier than putting that one on. So, this one, pretty much identical. Let's back up a little bit here. Pretty much identical, except for it doesn't have the extra space for the padding, and it's just straight legs. And then it also has extra zippers for, again, various reasons. Notably, there's one in the front that you can pee through and stuff. Yeah, so this is the namesake, I guess, for this video. It's nice and clean, and I clean it regularly. So, yeah. So this one doesn't have the tail attached. You might have noticed, it's tailless. So how exactly does that work? So I have this belt here. It's, I don't even know. I don't even know. I've had it for a long time, but it's stretchy, which is nice. It makes it a little bit more comfortable to wear for a long time. You can see there's these two little cutouts here, and these actually are holes that go through to the other side here. You want to make sure that when it comes through the front, like, you know, because it's going to go through that hole and then back around. You want to make sure that the front side is the side that has the harsher part of the material in it. So you just grab it and you shove the belt through the hole. Now you don't bring it back through the other hole quite yet, because you just got to pull that through. So now we have the belt coming through the back here. And then this is when you grab the detachable tail, this separate tail. And what you do is you just take the belt loop here that my fingers are going through, and you just pass the belt through that hole to the other side, and then once it's through, you can find your other hole and you stick out. You stick the belt through that side. And then you just pull it tight. So now you can see this belt is threaded through and your tail is attached. Now, of course, this is a weird way to carry it, I know. Of course, you can leave this in here through multiple suiting sessions. Like if you're at a convention, you can leave that through these loops so that you don't have to set it up like that every time. But from here, it's as simple as it gets. I stick my leggies through just like last time. Then I stand up, pull it up, and now this is the only different part. Gotta grab the belt, even it out on both sides. I have pretty bony hips, so I try to make sure that I don't end up with it sitting on that hip too long, so yeah. And from there, you can just tuck that away wherever. Maybe this time I'll get it on camera. Just got it. Okay. Yep. Sit down so that you can see it. Chair. You're not gonna ruin it this time. Sit down and you go, whoop. Oh, fuck, I did it again. You go, whoop. And then you look weird because you don't have a head on. And then you zip it up as normal, and then the head would be the same, but we're just gonna leave it at this. As you can see, you can't really see the zipper that's hidden down here. Can't really see the zipper that's hidden back here. It looks like a normal suit, and it's clean like a normal suit, and that's what's important. I know I said we wouldn't get into this topic, but that's what's important, that people keep it clean and respect other people. So thank you for watching. This has been how I put on my MURRSUIT. And yeah, I'd like to mention I have a link down in the video description to a Curious Cat where you can ask me questions. I'm still looking to do a Q&A video, so make sure to leave your questions on that Curious Cat. I also do Twitch streams, I think 5 or 6 days a week, I don't remember. So check out my Twitch schedule. That link will be in the description as well as a Patreon link where you can get your name in these videos and see some behind the scenes stuff, like outtakes from my ASMR video or stuff like that. But anyway, speaking of Patreon, we're gonna end this off with our lovely Patreon subscribers. So thank you guys all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.